Got it.
Got it. So, hello, welcome to Coffee Talk, everybody.
Hey.
Yay. And thank you, Manju, for being here as my
Thank you so
special
much.
guest.
Thank you.
I don't know that we've even had like a full-on half-an-hour conversation before, so this will be fun.
Not yet. Yeah. How does get better?
Yeah. So,
Cool. So we're both in the same time zone. I'm in Mexico.
oh, I thought Mexico was an hour different.
Almost the same.
Or 2 hours. Is it 1 or 2? Are you Central Time?
Yeah, Mexico
Yeah.
City.
I'm Pacific, so there we go.
Cool.
So tell me,
But
you were saying being okay with receiving as a topic, and I really like that because first of all, a lot of people don't even know what receiving is, and secondly, they're not sure they want to.
yeah, this is something that's been like playing on my mind since this morning, since I woke up this morning. I was looking at, how we've got the fifth element in the famous Big Five, and how so much of the fifth element is about gifting and 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 never about receiving at all. And yeah, I was having a conversation with one of my really close friends in Bangalore a few days ago.
Mhm.
And she asked me a very interesting question. She was like, don't you want to have people in your life that who would like to gift you like the way you keep gifting to people? I'm like, fuck, is that even possible? It's like,
It is kind of funny because if we all want a gift and nobody wants to receive, nobody can receive.
oh,
the
there
gift that we're
are
giving.
plenty of people who want to take, yeah, for sure. and we kind of find them with ease also.
But taking is different than receiving.
I know. Yeah.
So why don't you elaborate on that a bit?
Yeah, so like when we are not willing to receive, or for whatever reason uncomfortable or anything with receiving, then like everything that we supposedly give just ends up being a giving. You give and give and give and give, and you get tired.
Yeah.
It's not so much fun.
No. And probably people are like, wait a second, I thought it was supposed to be good to give.
Yeah, but what would it be like if you allowed yourself to receive? This was really cool. Like when my friend asked me this, and I'm like, wow, I never even looked at me receiving from others. Like especially probably even more than I gift in the first place. What if that was possible? What if there were people out there who would like to take care of you and who would like to gift you and nourish you and be kind to you, but just because you're, for whatever reason, not comfortable with receiving.
Yeah, because we're supposed to gift.
Exactly. The fifth element.
Yeah. There, like in Maestro class or SOP, when we were given the assignment to do a session on ourselves, that was one of the first times that I perceived receiving myself.
Cool.
And it was really cool. Like,
Yeah.
times we're like, I don't really want to know about that, or I can't really get.
Yeah. It was also probably the first time you were willing to perceive yourself.
Yeah.
Like look at things and
It's almost like the way people dismiss their bodies and they're just in their heads. And it's like, just standing and looking at your body in a mirror without judgment, or looking through somebody else's eyes at your body, is a different way of receiving it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah. One of the things I've noticed is the facelift energies.
Mm,
It kind of ups your receiving. The
it,
more you run the face, yeah, it's like you become more open to being seen and um, more willing to receive, be
that's so
received.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually run that on myself every single day.
So
Or
cool.
every night. Yeah. Like when I go to sleep, I just put my hands and ask for it to turn on.
Nice.
It's an amazing.
Cool. Can we like um, do something to
Yes.
kind of kick off our receiving just for today?
Yes. Let's do it. What do you want to do?
Maybe some questions. So, what is possible for you to receive with total ease, joy, and glory that you think is not possible? That if you allowed the possibilities, would actualize a totally different reality. Everything that doesn't allow that times a gazillion in all the big five, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyond.
Let's also do what have you decided receiving is?
Totally, yes.
And everything that is, and the big five, creating that. Will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. We're gonna change some stuff today.
So how much big five are you using to create the receiving or the lack of you are choosing?
Hmm,
Everything that is will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and
yes.
wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So just for today, if you could allow yourself to receive everyone and everything, including yourself,
Hmm.
what would that be like? And
Yeah,
with
and
totally
we're
joy and glory.
it's pinging. I'm getting that it's pinging the wrongness of receiving. So let's destroy and uncreate all the wrongness of receiving in the big five that creates that. Right and wrong,
Right
good
and
and
wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets,
bad,
and
and
beyond.
beyond. Awesome. Uh,
So what if we walked around today and looked at everything that we can see or perceive and asked, what can I receive from this?
mm,
Just ask and be in the question. What can I
mm,
receive from the car? What can I receive from this stranger on the street? What can I receive from this plant? What can I receive from my furniture? What can I receive from my laptop? What can I receive from you? And yeah, what can I receive from myself?
yeah. What if that's not the smallest amount? Yeah. Were you on any of Dane's calls yesterday?
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah. I
They
was
were so
listening to them
amazing. Yeah.
both over and over. And the one, oh my gosh, it's like in my head and then it's gone. Oh, I just had something, I think it was from the first one. It just boop, gone. It'll come back.
Strangely, the only thing I remember from both the calls is there was this lady who came online and suddenly started weeping.
Oh yeah.
That's the only thing I remember from both the calls. Everything
Oh
else is just a blur. Yeah. So what can we receive from that?
yeah. There was so much in there.
Oh, There's this weird energy coming up, meaning um, if you receive, then it would mean the end of it.
Mm,
Everything that is can be destroyed and uncreated, or
yeah.
right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Oh my God! It reminds me of this time when you know this writer called Paulo Coelho.
No.
He's a really cool novelist. So there was this book that he had written called The Zahir. It's about this guy who either breaks up with his wife or girlfriend, I'm not sure, and she goes away. And then that's at the beginning of the book. And then he travels through like different countries and stuff, trying to look for her and like, you know, reunite with her and stuff. So the whole book is just like traveling towards where he thinks she is. And then the last 3 pages, he's standing in front of her door and he's about to knock. Okay. And when I got to that part of the story, I was like, no way, the story is going to finish. So I put the book away and I did not read it.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't read it for 3 years.
What?
And I was like, okay, now I'm ready to know what's going on. And then I read the book again and the last 3 pages. Yeah. So,
Wow. Well, yes. But like there's always a new thing to create,
yeah.
you know. It's funny because there's that not wanting it to finish, and then there's that waiting for something to finish before you can create something else. So it's like a double conflictual that keeps you stuck. So let's destroy and then create everywhere we're waiting and everywhere we don't want it to end.
Right.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poads and beyonds. Oh, that is so funny. We're so funny. Mm,
So, yeah, so everywhere we're unwilling to receive our creations, can we destroy and uncreate it all?
yes, please.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds.
Yeah. It's interesting too, because like not concluding what anything is, receiving or figuring something out or finishing something, like there, you know, there is no ending point. There's just change all the time.
There are these relationship done different calls that have been happening
Mhm.
around allowance. And it's like, if you're not in allowance, you won't be able to receive.
Mm,
See?
yeah.
So can we talk about, can we like, hmm, can we look at some things that we are unwilling to receive in our lives right now, like you and me? I mean, I can go
Sure.
first.
Let's do it.
So, uh, I'm unwilling to receive some unease that I've been having in my throat.
Can I ask you a
So,
question?
see,
See, you're Spanish. Um, is it yours?
no,
Yeah. Mm.
pero I have this thing going on.
Is that yours?
No.
And that's one of the things that I've been realizing about awareness is like it's so much more than we think, that everything that's going on with us is pretty much not ours.
Oh my God! Like, so on my way here from India, the one of the flights that I had to take was Bombay Istanbul, and my flight got delayed by 2 hours because one of the passengers suddenly said that he wanted to get off the flight. We were almost like reaching the runway, and but like nobody knew what was going on. But before that, I started having some chest pain. And I was like, that's weird. Okay. And I just ran some clearings and I fell asleep. And about half an hour or like 45 minutes later, I woke up and then I see that, okay, there's some drama going on. And then we had to come back to the bridge to the airport. And so this guy who wanted to get on was like 4 seats away from me. And
Mm.
then some staff came from the airport to like and ask him like what's going on, why he wanted to get down. And he's like, I have some chest pain and I'm not comfortable getting flying. And I was like, fuck.
Yes, yes, that's the thing. And that's the thing. And it's interesting because like right now I'm going through this, there's all this demolition work being done on my home from water damage and mold. And I've had to be out and, living out of a suitcase, like packed really quick. And, I'm fine with that. Like, I
maybe
could,
maybe
I
you
could
didn't
go
go
up,
for a class
well,
that you were supposed to.
I had other things going on, and I'm coming to Mexico in a few days. So
Yay.
like I need to do laundry. I need, this stuff I need to gather and prepare for. Anyway, I was really having a hard time with it. And I was like, what the heck is this? I know it's not mine, but it wouldn't go away. And it's like all the stuff that's going on, there's this other energy underneath, but that is an awareness of lots of other things and lots of other people. And when I got on to Dane's first call on receiving, I got this like, oh, like I often talk about things that are going on in your life and then lay this tracing paper over it. And it's like, you try to match up your discomfort with what's happening to you, but it's really awareness of someone else, because
Yeah.
whatever's happening to you, you can handle it. You have ease, joy, and glory. We have tools. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
But the other people who don't, they react and we can perceive it. And
Hmm.
so it's this weird tracing paper thing where
And a
it seems to
combination of
match
all of that.
what's going on with you. And then you think, oh, wow, that must be me. But it's not.
Yeah. Yeah. And so Istanbul, Mexico, we're like 1 hour away from Mexico City.
Mhm.
And suddenly there's this weird thing going on in my lungs and like I cannot breathe properly. And I'm like, okay, what is this? And then the next thing I know, there's an announcement asking for if there is a doctor on the flight. I was like, okay, someone else. It's so crazy.
Yep. Have you ever done like entity clearings and stuff before you get on a plane?
No,
Oh my gosh, it's so helpful. I
really? Cool.
I was going to Italy for something, probably Maestro, a few years ago, and it was a night flight and we were waiting and waiting. It was like 45 minutes delayed to get on the airplane.
Mm.
Like, what's going on? And then I went, clear the entities. Cleared the entities 2 minutes later. Okay, everybody, you can get on the flight.
I clear entities when I go to the cinemas.
Yeah,
Yeah, otherwise it's just so uncomfortable for me in the cinemas.
yeah. Well, everywhere. Airplanes, cinema,
Mhm.
grocery store, hotel rooms. Yeah. So
I
funny.
wonder what we are unwilling to receive from them, though. If we are unwilling to receive from them, everything that is can be destroyed on create power.
Yes.
Right
Yes.
and wrong, good, bad, one talk, all nine shots, boys, poets, and
It's
girls.
interesting. This morning I got up and went out to get a coffee. And when I got in my car, the radio turned on and I didn't have it on, but it turned on. And I was like, oh, who are you? What's going on? It's so funny, to just pay attention and to ask a
Mhm.
question. Like it doesn't have to even be anything significant,
Yeah,
but
yeah, totally.
acknowledging,
Yeah,
like, okay, you're here. Thank you. We're also looking at all these different houses to possibly move to. And
Mhm.
there's entities in houses, not always pleasant, it's kind of creepy in some places. And normally it's not something my daughter would acknowledge, even though she grew up with access and all of that. When she was a teenager, she was like, meh. But this time we looked at a house, and each time we went into a room, we didn't even necessarily clear anything, but we were just being. And each time we walked into the different rooms, it would change the room. And then we go out, and then we go back in, and we're like, wow, it's different. And my daughter said, maybe it's the ghosts. They're probably leaving. And I said, yeah, maybe we should bring them back to stay so that nobody else wants the house so that we can get it. But it didn't work out. They had already gone. Somebody else got the house, but it
Maybe
was,
you can at least ask them to get you the money for, like,
yeah. Oh yeah,
assisting them
pay me
in
for that,
moving.
please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
might as well.
Okay. Wow. Okay, that just
Yeah.
opened up something. Thank you. I forgot. Oh,
I
God.
mean, you did the work, so.
Yes. And when it's that easy, and that's the other thing about receiving, when it's so easy or it's fun for you, it's bad to receive for. Like an artist, you don't want to receive money for what you do. Or, if you're a massage therapist, like you don't want to receive a lot of money because it's fun for you to do it. Pot pock.
Yeah, you don't even want to receive gratitude.
Yeah. That's a tough one a lot of times. Like when it's true gratitude, it's, yeah.
Wow.
Whew. I felt that.
So everywhere we've been unwilling to receive gratitude
Mm,
in all the big five
mm,
regarding all of that. Times a gazillion, can we destroy
yeah.
and create it all?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and talk, all nine shots, boys, poets, and beyonds.
Wow. That is such a potent energy. It's like you can only take a little sip, it's like very strong alcohol. That gives me an idea
I wonder, yeah.
just to add it to an energy poll that I have coming up.
Hey, cool.
Add in the energy of gratitude for you and see what that creates.
Yeah. I wonder what it would be like if we received all the gratitude we've been like unwilling to receive
Ah,
throughout all time, space, dimensions, realities, and lifetimes.
oh my gosh. Okay. Push your barriers down. Get ready.
And everything
You
that
ever?
doesn't allow that,
Yeah. Yeah.
all the big five.
Mm.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and talk, all nine shots, boys, poets, and beyond. Whoa!
It reminds me of I used to go to this Japanese massage place, and they'd take this big basin of water and pour it starting on the back of your neck and just pour it down your body.
Mhm.
It's like all this warm water. Mm.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just had visuals of water gushing in from all directions, like.
Mm. Yeah. And what if it wasn't significant? I think that's part of what sticks us is, if somebody gives you gratitude, you think you owe them something. But what if we could just receive it just like the wind?
So what if receiving didn't mean anything?
Yes.
Everything that doesn't allow that. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and talk, all nine shots, boys, poets, and beyonds.
I love it. Mm.
So what if every day we could just wake up and the first thing we did was receive ourselves?
Mm.
There's this so um during the first lockdown, uh I started doing this universe show me something beautiful today,
Mhm.
like the first thing in the morning when I wake up. And I was doing that for a few months, and there was this one day I was like, why am I looking for something beautiful outside of me? Like, what's wrong with me? I'm beautiful. So from that day onwards, when I wake up, I turn on my selfie camera, and I was like, show me something beautiful today, and I look at myself, and and if I don't smile, I know I have points of view, and I get rid of it right away.
That just reminded me of the thing that left my brain earlier, is the being the gift. I think Dane was talking about that on the first call, recognizing that you're a gift and
Yeah,
receiving the gift that you be,
yeah,
and the potency that is.
yeah. Like you were walking through the house, you said like how you were changing everything, and can you just acknowledge uh, what it's like to be in every moment of your life, wherever you're walking, wherever you're being, like just being that, all
Yeah,
of
it's
that.
so funny. I had a book idea, like a children's book kind of idea many years ago about this. Was it me or my daughter? I can't remember, but just like walking through the garden, and as the person walked by, the flowers grew and sprouted. It's like everything was happening as the person was walking by, but the person didn't see it. They had to turn and look to.
Yeah, it's all behind. Yeah,
Yeah, I never did write that book. Maybe it's time.
yeah. How does it get better? Yeah,
Huh.
and like everything that doesn't allow you to receive that book,
Mm,
can you destroy and uncreate it all? And all the points of view that you already have about how a book should be.
yeah.
Yeah, like sometimes if my story is only 2 pages, I'd be like, oh, I cannot write a book for just 2 pages,
We had a book
for
when I was a
example.
kid that had no words. It was just, and it was my sister's favorite book, Marianne's Mud Day. She's gonna laugh if she listens to this. But it was this little girl who plays in the mud and makes all these mud everything, and then you see her little footprints going into the house and into the bath, and then all over the bath, and then she's clean. That's it.
That's so cool. Like, I mean, imagine that book doesn't have language barriers.
Yeah.
Like everyone can receive it.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna write my book and
So cool.
get pictures.
Oh,
Be my fourth book. Wow.
how does get better?
How does it? Well, do you have anything coming up that you would like to share with people?
I have a How to Become Money workbook starting in 2 days.
Ooh, exciting.
And also, I'd like to share about something I did in India when I was there for like almost 3 months just before coming here. I started a bars center.
Mm,
And the thing about this center is it's like it's possible to take a bar session like a retail service. Like you don't have to be having any idea about access or Gary or the bars or you just hello.
massage. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oops, your internet. Is it my internet or
Yeah.
yours?
Can you hear me?
Now I can. It's a little frozen. Uh-oh, where'd you go? Oh, we lost you. Okay, well, we'll have to finish another time. Or no, are you coming back? You're coming back. Right there.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's wrap it up. So bars, a bars center.
Yeah. Right. So I was quite excited about that. And like so many, I had we had 64 bar sessions and more than half of them were new people.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, like their first bar session ever. And there were a few people who came like the third bar session, but they were not really interested in learning.
Mhm. Yeah. Makes sense, you know. Sometimes you just want to
Hard
have
is
it done.
better than this.
Well, we need
Exactly. Yeah.
we need to wrap it up because I have my expanding exercise. So thank you so
Cool.
much for coming on. Let's do this again.
Thank you so much. Yes, that was
Are you
amazing.
going to CF training?
I'm here in Vallarta.
All right, I will see you in a few days then.
Right.
Awesome.
Ciao,
Take
everybody.
Thanks everyone for
Thank you,
watching.
Julie.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.